John Schneider says Beyonce sounds like a howling dog with the country music
Mm.
during Black History Month.
Leap year too.
Thoughts? Oh yeah. You
Get
should have
that
said it on
extra day.
Thursday. Yeah,
Get
you
that
get
extra
extra
day. Get that extra
that extra
day.
that extra day of disrespect.
Right?
So thank you. At least you could at least wait until Thursday to say it. You know what I'm saying? At least that's the 29th. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least the last day. You could at least like claim like, you know what I'm saying, amnesia. Like, oh, I thought it was the first of March. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could have got away with it. Like, nah, he's like the 20th. Fuck it.
Right.
uh so I want to ask your thoughts about that before I even give you my take. What are your thoughts about that?
So he was kind of disrespecting the Queen Bey, right? And this is if I recall, this is the guy
Barbie.
from Dukes of Hazzard.
It's a hazard. Yeah.
Right.
The villain,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah, the
I
villain
don't
or
think
something.
so. I mean, they're all villains if you're black, but I know what you're talking about. You know, but
Hello.
he was a lead guy. He was a lead guy, I think. There's the two dudes, and then what's her name? Daisy Dukes, the Daisy chick.
Man, that's so crazy. The first thing I thought of was Jessica Simpson.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you know
but
the
she
other
ain't even the
chick.
original. That was the
I'm
second
like
time.
Jessica. I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if I want, like I said, sorry, Dukes of Hazzard is way before our time. Like that's like our parents is like Simpsons or Law and Order. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was their like. So when they said John Snyder, I was like, who?
Mm-hmm. Right. I was like, is that the guy that used to own the Rescues? Like, no. I was like, is that? Yeah. But anyway,
Well, yeah. What is it?
so ultimately, man, like, if anything, this just reeked of dog whistling, and I'm gonna just leave it there. It's kind of a pun on accident, but at the core, I'm trying to be real. Like it is some kind of dog whistling there with what he said, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. I want to hear what you got to say because I could talk about this forever, but then I can also just put a lid on it too because
Right.
that's what it
I was
is.
on.
So what you think?
I was on the fence at the same. I felt the same way you did. Right. Like this is a topic that could really be dissected and go in depth with, or we could just chalk up to plain old good old boy racism. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then just move on. Like, I wasn't really sure where to go with it because that's pretty much what it sounded like. You know what I'm saying? Since the inception of hip hop or any type of African influence in music, once the originator tries to come back and try to do something with it or try to put their spin on it, it's not authentic. So, like I said, we've been, you know what I mean?
Exactly. But yo, we could do a 2 hour part on just this, or we could just
like
we could spend a good 12, 15
12
and,
seconds. Like, you know what I mean? I just
and
want to
let
say,
this
like,
guy.
you know what I mean? Like I said,
Yeah.
the okay. I'm gonna give five.
Let's hear it.
I'm
Let's hear
gonna
it.
give it. I'm gonna give it a little something too, and I'm gonna give you some grace too, because usually, you know what I'm saying, I like to, you know what I mean, go for the juggler. I'm gonna give you a little grace. As an artist, who used to do this type ish, you know what I'm saying? Not country, not what Beyonce did, nowhere near her level. Just do music in general. Um, we learning about music itself, I realized that our footprint has been on every genre of music that has ever been invented. So hearing somebody say that about, and this like I said, this ain't no, like, you know what I mean, you talking
I know
about
what you
Bar Bay. You talking about Bar
mean.
Bay. This ain't
Right.
come on, man. I wish I could think of
All
a trash
caps.
ass artist, like, you know what I'm saying? But like I don't even want to disrespect that. Like disrespect any artist I think is not as like this ain't Sweetie. Like, okay, cool. Now if you saw Sweetie coming out with a country record and then he was like, oh bro, like she sound like woo woo woo, I'd have been like, that's a black woman. You still out of pocket during Black History Month, but you might have got a little bail. Like, you know what I mean? Because we don't really mess with Sweetie like that either with the music. Like, you know what I mean? So
He
but
said that.
yeah, I did. I don't. I feel like the fans don't mess with her either. The album sold what, 3,000 copies in the first week? 3,000? Like, I sold more than that and nobody know me. I ain't drop a video. I wasn't dating Quavo either. and I wouldn't. But anyway,
There you
back to the
go again.
subject. Back to the subject. Um, like I said, there's so many levels that, I, but I feel like I'm giving this person more energy and power by even staying on topic too long, bro. At first, I thought you was a country singer. Like, you know what I mean, the way you were so vehement about your, you know what I mean, about your response. I'm like, oh shit, he must be an exec from the label or something. Like, they're like, nah, just good old boy from Dukes of Hazzard from 1975. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So why do we care what he thinks? Like, hey, you remember that old Dave Chappelle joke when he was talking about why do you place so much faith in what industry people feel, like, you know, movie stars, or, you know what I mean, actors, people that are not like on the in the know of those situations. I think Dave Chappelle made a joke when he said when 9/11 happened, there was news boots on the ground. They said, now we go to Ja Rule and ask his opinions about 9/11. They're like, Ja? Like, I was like, what does Ja know about terrorists and 9/11? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I felt when I was like, man, John Schneider. Like, now, if you would have said Rob Schneider, maybe, like, I might have been like, hold on, I fuck with Rob. Like, you know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Maybe Rob would have had something relevant to say about some country music. I don't know. Like, but John, we don't, bro, we
Wow.
don't know you. We don't care. Moving on. That's all I got for it, though. That's all I got for that.